So we're going to talk about that today because there is a slight difference with those two things. How are they different? So when we were doing for our prior modules, we were talking about words and contents, right? Remember how we talked about that?
Yeah.
Now
Your
inferences,
screen is frozen.
now, huh?
Your screen is frozen.
Who's frozen?
You,
Okay.
you was frozen.
Huh. Okay. It might be because I'm good on my end. Everybody else see me?
Yes, Miss, I'm seeing you and hearing.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go into difference between drawing conclusions and inferences. Okay, so I'm going to put that on the screen. Give me 1 second.
One mean you guess about it. You guess about the situation or whatever it is.
Well, inference. Well, let's elaborate on that a little bit. So, let me get on this page here. So let's elaborate. Well, let me answer that. So making inferences is actually taking words from the content to state what your inference is. Drawing conclusions in your own words based on what you just read. So that's the difference.
Okay.
Making inferences, you have to actually pull from the paragraph or story or whatever. You're pulling from it to back up your inference. You have to back it up, support it, which is the same as like your main idea and supporting details, right? If you have a main idea, you need to back it up, right?
Yeah.
Making inferences the same thing. You're taking contents from that paragraph to make an inference. Drawing conclusions is totally your own words. And that's why I can't stress enough that learning how to write things in your own words as well. Does that make sense? Did I answer your, does that go what you're saying, Pat? Yes, no? All right. Making inferences and drawing conclusions. Making inferences, drawing conclusions, you write down essential questions. So in this, how can you make an inference based on the information that you read? Making inferences is getting clues, pulling clues from that paragraph or from the text that you already know and make a guess about it based on what is in, out of those words that within that paragraph. Okay? With conclusions, authors don't always tell you every detail and give you every bit of information in the fiction or nonfiction stories. So readers make inferences to supply information that authors may have left out. But the one thing to keep in mind, inferences you have to pull from the paragraph. Drawing conclusions is your own words. So when you use the clues from the text and add them to what you already know, you are making an inference. Background knowledge and clues from that paragraph is an inference, a smart guess, as Pat was saying. Pulling from the paragraph. So let's read this first one here. So where are they?
Or?
I'm sorry?
They're in the grocery store?
They're in a grocery store. So what clues do you use to say they're at the grocery store?
Well, it doesn't say
The store.
groceries, but they said many things in the cart. And it does say they was going around, she was following her father around the store, all over the store, dad was putting many things in the cart.
So
and
what
they had to pay for it.
Okay, what my key clue was, if you were going to say it was a grocery store, what would back that up? What clues I use is that where he said we couldn't have anything to eat.
Oh, well, it was a grocery store.
Right, but that's my point. You had to pull. That was the clue. So where are they?
didn't
So
see
you said
that
it was a
part.
grocery store. So what clues you used to say it was at the grocery store from that
We
paragraph? What are you
we
pulling from
wouldn't
there?
have anything to eat. But if we didn't come here,
Okay, look,
we wouldn't have nothing to eat.
okay, the closest urgent care that I
I'm
have
not sure who that is, but you need to put your mute on. So does that make sense to everybody? How Melissa came about that?
Yes.
Yeah?
I would say that if you're in a grocery store, you would say well items that you maybe bought.
Well, in this case, it didn't say any items specifically,
But
like the
this don't
last
have
one we did.
items. So this is like just food.
Didn't mention food either, though, in this one.
Um,
It just said put things in the cart.
and it says we won't have anything to eat.
Well, that was the clue right there to back up your statement and say, where are we? You have to really read the paragraph. Because what I'm noticing, I feel like everybody in some cases are skimming or just picking things out. I really need you to read the paragraphs and not just give a wild guess or just wing it. I really need you all to read the paragraphs. Okay? So Pat, the next one.
So,
What's going on there?
Ms. Calvert, how you
Yes.
where would said they are right where they are
I'm sorry?
the first one where they are.
Where are they?
Yeah.
They're in the grocery store.
Okay.
Because, and the clue was, what clues you use, we wouldn't have anything to eat,
Oh, okay.
right? I mean, they could have gone to Walmart and got some other stuff to put in the cart, but the key thing was to eat, right?
Okay. I got it.
Yeah, good. Gilbert, you good? Pat?
Yes, miss. Yes, a follow.
Yes.
Yeah. So Pat, want to do the next one?
The next one.
This one right here.
What's the clues?
Yeah, how is Sam feeling and what clues did you use?
I don't see it.
Does anyone else see the PowerPoint?
Now it just moved. Sam is at the playground. The class is playing a game with two teams. Each team captain is picking people from the cart.
For their team.
When we were done, Dad paid for everything.
Yeah, where are you?
Yeah, I'm still looking at Saturday.
Yeah. Let me do that again because I'm not sure where you're going. Let me see.
Well, it did say that he's not feeling bad. He's feeling bad.
How about now? What do you see? Sam is at the playground?
Okay, now
yes.
Sam is at the playground.
Okay. That's what I want you to do.
The class is playing a game with two teams. Each team captain is picking people for their team. Sam is the last person to be picked. He won't pick his head up to the other students and kick the dirt with his shoes.
So what is he feeling?
Sound like he feeling sad.
Why? What clues give you that he feels sad?
Because he won't pick his head up.
And also he's kicking dirt with his shoe. That means he's annoyed, right? Or mad?
Yeah.
Because he was the last one picked, right?
Right.
Yeah. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
A little bit better?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Miss M, if you can do the next one. Hi, Malik.
Okay. Max.
What time is it?
Still on
Max.
sick.
Okay. Max creeps closer to the spooky old house. Suddenly he hears a loud bang. Max holds his breath. His heart beats faster. Max tries to run away, but bumps into something tall and hairy.
Okay. How was Max feeling based on that?
Afraid?
Okay. So what clues are you using to say he's afraid?
His heart is okay. He hears a loud bang, and
Is
then
that a
he
feeling?
no. Okay. His heart beats faster. He tries to run away. His heart beats faster, and then he tries to run away, but he bumps into something tall and hairy.
Okay.
So I would say his heart beats faster.
So he's feeling what?
Afraid.
Afraid or scared? And how you
Yeah.
know he's scared is that his heart is beating faster. That's the clue.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. His heart beats.
Is there? Yeah. Miss Caldwell.
Yes.
I got a message from Monique.
Okay.
She is on her way to the hospital with her niece.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And she wants to know if there's any work. Can you put it on Schoolology so she can do it while she's at the hospital?
Yep. It will be on there. We're going to go over that later on. Yes. It'll be on there posted later on this evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will let her know.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
All right. Moving on. So let's do the next one. Gilbert.
Yes, miss. Dad called up to Connie's room, to tell her that her meal was getting cold. There was no answer from her bedroom. Mom went up to her room and found her still underneath the cover. Sunlight was shining in through her sheets.
So what time of day is it based on this?
Well, I don't see it. Why am I getting
Was during the
work day?
daytime?
I'm sorry?
It was what?
It sounds like it's morning.
Morning?
Is it morning, Gilbert?
Sunlight was shining in through the shades. Morning?
Okay. So that was the clue, because
Yeah,
the
the clue.
sunlight was shining.
Sunlight was shining in through her shades.
Yes.
Good morning.
Could be morning or afternoon,
Or afternoon.
right? Because it's still light in the afternoon, right?
Yes.
Does that make sense on that?
Yep. Yeah.
Miss M, you good?
Yes, Miss Caldwell.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure we're getting it here. So those were making inferences. So now drawing conclusions. So in the following messages and then making an inference. Okay. So the next one, who wants to do this one? Mr. Malik?
Okay. Tommy and Sarah just got, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. Tommy and Sarah just got off the school bus. Sarah said, I smell smoke. Tommy pointed and yelled, Sarah, look at the smoke coming out of the house. In a moment, they both heard what sounded like a fire engine siren. The package suggests that the house is on fire and someone called to report it. The house is on fire and no one called to report it. Someone was burning leaves in the backyard. This was a fire drill. A.
That's correct. Why was that? Why is that?
Why is that? Because they said that when they saw it in a moment, they both heard what sounded like a fire engine siren. They both saw the fire coming from the house. Then they heard the fire trucks coming. So that means somebody had already called.
Nice. Very good. Does that make sense? What Ms.
Yeah.
Malik was saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Pat, you okay? You said you
Yeah,
weren't
I'm
seeing
just,
something. You good?
yeah, it just now popped up.
Oh, that's
Mm.
weird. Okay. All right. So, Melissa, want to do the next one?
Maria
Maria?
was on the flag squad that performed at halftime during the football games. It was the first game that her grandparents and Uncle Luigi attended. Maria waved at her flag while looking at her family in a large crowd. Just as she spotted her grandmother, her greatest fear came true. She lost her grip on the flag and it started to fall. Even though she caught it quickly, Maria's face became red. She felt as if she had made a horrible mistake, and everyone was staring at her.
Okay.
The passage, the passage suggests that Maria almost dropped her flag, partly because she was thinking about the football game, wasn't strong enough, but was looking at her family. I will pick C, looking at her family.
Why? How'd you come to that conclusion? That inference?
It says when she spotted her grandma,
Mm-hmm.
her fear came true. She lost grip of the flag and it started to fall out her hand.
Okay.
Fall out.
But she caught it quickly before it fell to the ground. Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Very good.
Also, teacher,
Mm-hmm.
it tell you right there that uh, she was looking for her family in the large crowd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maria while waving the flag.
Yep. So it's a little better in regards to the inferences and making conclusions. There's some similarity, but there's some differences.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 So let's go. One thing I want to go over is the homework from last week. And so I'm going to pull up on the screen because as mentioned before earlier in the class, some people didn't pass that in for, I guess, technical issues. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. So if you could, Gilbert, pull up that one of your homeworks. It was part 1 and part 2. If you can pull up part 1, that'll be great.
Yes, no, yes.
How was
Part
everybody
one
tonight
was
while Gilbert is
part,
looking that up?
part one was the one that was messing me up.
Yeah?
I did
Okay.
2, but I
I'm
didn't
not
do
getting in
1.
this.
Try one more time. You 2 was okay, but it was
Miss
1 you had a problem
Caldwell,
with?
Miss
Yes.
Caldwell, guess
Yes. What?
what? I'm a grandma.
Yay! We have some other grandmas in the room.
First grandma.
Yes.
I'm the first grandma.
Yay!
To be
Congratulations.
36, I am grandma.
Oh.
I know, the youngest one out the group, huh?
I know. Part 1.
And he is so gorgeous.
Okay. Well, that's
The baby
good.
is so gorgeous.
I think Miss M and Miss Pat are grandmas, I believe.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
You got some grandpas too.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Well, we're talking about grandma. I'm sorry. But
It won't be no
yes.
grandma with no
Excited.
grandpa.
Oh, Lord. All
Even
right.
though
Even though for my son to be 15, I'm still excited. That's his first child.
Wow.
And he's excited too. So.
Oh, starting young. Oh, Lord.
I know, right?
All right.
Newborn.
He's a man now.
Yep.
That's a conversation for another day. Okay. So, okay. So, looking at this here, make an inference the fictional text. This the vocabulary part. The ones that pass it in, we're good with that. That was not an issue. It was the other part that we need to question. So, is that the part you had a problem with, Gilbert?
When I go back, I couldn't get into this too, miss.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but I now see like I got no problem, because I didn't submit it.
You did submit it?
No, miss, I didn't submit this.
Okay.
When I go back to get it submit, I could not have. So it looks like I could do it now.
Okay. Well, if you want to turn it in where it says turn in,
I will.
you can do it right now if you want.
Yes, I will.
Yeah. And Miss M, if you can do the same thing that Gilbert is doing, that'll be great.
Okay.
Oh, that's weird. Is that all it's doing? Why is it just standing there? Okay. Okay, hit submit. Yay. All right. So let's go back in. And let's go over that because Melissa had some questions too as well. So with the inferences, so make an inference if you scroll down a little bit. And I don't know if you can blow that up a little bit. Let me see. I don't know if you can blow up that screen a little bit. Let's see if I can full screen. Not able to make that bigger. Okay. Can everybody see that? Oh, well. Bring it down just a little bit. Awesome. Thank you, Gilbert. Thank you. All right. So the text states, they wished every day for a child, even if he were no bigger than a hazelnut. So what can you infer about the couple who later became the hazelnut child's parents? This mostly likely means what? So is that correct? What he has down? Can everybody see what he put down? They were happy, proud, excited over the child. They took special care to see him grow up. How's everybody feeling about that?
I didn't see that part.
Might want to move your camera if you can't. Can you see it now?
No, I see that, but I'm saying,
oh,
how do you know they took special care of him?
Did you read the story?
No, I'm not looking at the story. I'm just looking right here where it said they wish every day for a child, even if he were no bigger than a hazelnut.
Okay, but Gilbert's talking. What do you say, Gilbert?
I got this conclusion after I read what can you infer about the couple who later became his not child's parent. Because when I read
the first page. See, it's on the if you scroll up to the first page. This is page 2, Muhammad.
Yes. So this is where I was able to come to that conclusion.
Based on this story here.
Yes.
That's where he's pulling from, Muhammad.
Okay. But I thought, okay, go back down to the question. Okay. The text states, they wish every day for a child, even if he were no bigger than a hazelnut. Okay. But I think I just answered that question. I didn't go nowhere else with it.
Okay. So number 2, write a quote from the story that supports this inference. I don't know if it's thank you. I was about to ask that. So this mostly likely means what?
I get this part from here. From this, when I go and check the story, this is how come I able to arrive at this answer. They wishes every day for a child, even if you were no bigger than a hazelnut. So when I go to so when I go to the paragraph, I don't know if I'm right, but I'm just telling you what I did.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Uh-huh.
I read from here, so right?
Yes.
From here. They wish every day for a child, even if you were no bigger than a hazelnut.
Right.
Then at last the wish was granted, and they had a child who was the size of a hazelnut. So this way I end up pulling that answer from. So I don't know if
Okay.
I'm right or wrong.
Right. So what do you everybody else think what Gilbert just put?
Sound like to me.
How y'all feeling about that?
I feel great.
Okay.
I think he did a good job.
Right. So, this is what I think. What is okay? So, what is
And he
it?
put his own words. I think he used his
Yes.
own words,
Right.
his own language.
Right. So,
He drew from there, but he put it in his own words.
right. Does everybody feel confident about inferences? Who is not comfortable with this? How you get inferences and drawing conclusions? Yes, Pat? No? Because you need to tell me so that way if we need to focus on this a little bit more, then we can.
Before we move on?
Pretty much. But I need to get some idea here what's going on. Y'all a little more quiet tonight. Like I said, there's no judgment. This is a small class. Everybody knows everybody. So I need to have an understanding of this. All right. So let's scroll down and let's go down to the rest of the questions. Yes, Miss M.
Okay, Miss Carver, this number 2. I have on my work that that the child said that he wants to be a messenger. This one, he write a quote from the story that supports this inference. Is that when it said his inner child was determined to prove that he could accomplish his goals despite his small size. I have it. He said he
Or something different.
He said he wants to become a messenger, and then his mom asked. She mentioned about his tiny legs and how he would take a bit longer to get to a place than a normal person, and he said, give me a message to prove to her that he can go and deliver his message and come back. And she sent it to the nearby village to his aunt for a comb. And he said you will show her how fast he will come back. I use that, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if that answers the writer quote from the story that supports the inference. At last, their wish was granted. They had a child who was the size of a hazelnut, just as they said. So the hazelnut was determined to prove that he could accomplish his goals despite his small. See, that's not really. I feel like that's still not answering the.
Okay.
It's not supporting it. Yeah. I think we need to spend more time on inferences then. Okay, so let's go on to.
So you saying that what Gilbert put up wasn't good enough?
Didn't really answer the question really.
So the question was, write a quote from the story that supports this infant. So he wrote this at last their wish was granted, and they had a child who was the size of a hazelnut, just as they said.
Right. I'm not in regards to Miss M's, what she
Oh,
stated.
oh, okay.
I wasn't sure. Yeah. Okay. So moving on to the, because it was two of them, part one and part two. So let's move on to part two. Gilbert, do you have that one? So see if we can get out of this one here and do two. For some reason, I couldn't get into my Gmail. Did anyone else experience that, or was it just me? The school's Gmail.
Probably
It's
just you.
kind of crazy.
Part two. Thank you. Oh, you're getting it to, oh, speeding through right now, sir. All right. All right, Gilbert. So this one you still need to do. So that's fine. That's fine. So
I think I did
so
mine.
yes, you did. Okay. So as a class, who wants to do the first one?
I can do this better.
In fact, I think we did some of these actually, because I did some of these in class actually. So scroll down. Yeah, because I remember.
We did 1 and 2 in
Yeah.
class. It's
Thank you, Melissa.
3 and 4.
All right. Miss M, if you want to do number 3.
Okay. Marisol grinned as she looked into the mirror. Her face was smeared with pain, and she couldn't be happier. She pulled on her black dress and pointy black hat. As a final touch, she tucked a few wispy spider webs into her hair. Finally, she was ready. She grabbed her orange bag and headed out into the night. As she disappeared into the darkness, she heard her mom yell, "Don't eat too much candy tonight." I did it as it's a Halloween night
Halloween night. And what supports that it's Halloween night?
because she painted her face and the whipsy spider webs into her hair. She put on her black. She put on her hat,
Mm-hmm.
and then she get out in the darkness, and her mom said, "Don't eat much candy tonight."
Very good. Very good. Makes sense how she got all that? So that inference she pulled from that paragraph to support Halloween. Okay. So number 4, who wants to do number 4?
What's the person's name?
It's a good question.
Aki.
Aki? I guess Aki.
Aki.
I keep on.
Aki means brother in Arabic.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, we're gonna say John. John pointed him
That's okay.
small chipmunk that was running along the dirt trail in front of her. But before she got a picture, it ran straight up the trunk of a tall confetti tree. John started up towards the top of the tree. All around her, tall evergreen trees loomed. The sunshine flirt,
Filtered. Filtered.
filtered gently through the pine needles, and the cool breeze blew through the branches. John continued walking, her feet crunching over the pine cones, pine needles, and dry leaves as she made her way along the narrow, dusty road. trail.
So
I can't see it.
where's
I
John
couldn't.
at?
I couldn't see it on the screen because it's too small. So I'm reading from my notes.
Oh, okay. So where's John?
Um, John is actually visiting a camping trail with their tall trees, leaves, forest animals, and there she spotted a chipmunk.
So you
She
could say she
tried to
was,
take, yes, at a camping trail.
or forest, right?
Yeah.
What could be in the camping trail, which is in a forest too. Okay. So what do
So
y'all think?
Yeah, I supported that. I have forest too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Pat.
oh no, I was just gonna go finish.
The backup.
Finish it out. Yeah. Just to back up, saying forest or camping trail. With the trees and the leaves blowing and all the other good stuff. And then she finally took a picture of that chipmunk.
Yeah. Very good. This seemed like you all had more of a grasp at this than the other one, I feel. What was the difference? What was the difficulty between the two? Because it seemed like everybody was clear on this one, but the other one, it wasn't as clear. Why? Where's the, I need to understand where, because you all seem more confident with this one and how it was presented than the other one. Is
I
it because it
pretty
was
Maybe
much
more
because this
reading?
one
What is
was
it?
both
maybe
of them.
because this one is shorter than that one, than the other one.
Well,
Maybe. I
No,
believe I think that's what it is.
hmm,
it's the
It's a
way
lot
in the
shorter
first one.
and
It's the way it's
some of them
worded.
pop out.
the way it's
It's the
worded.
way it's word. The way it's worded.
Hmm.
Cause like the one that we was having problems with, write a quote from the story that supports this interference. So I think that's where everybody got lost at.
What do you think, Gilbert? I know you wanted to say something. Can't hear you, Gilbert. Turn your volume up. Mm, can't hear you. Not sure what's going on. Okay. So maybe it is the wording and stuff. Because I need for you all to be comfortable in starting to write your own opinion and own views on things. I need you all to get used to that. And I think that's where some of the the uncertainty, I think, is coming in. Because when you have to put in your own words and it asks you to put in your own words what's going on, I feel like that's where some of the hesitancy is lying. Because when it's just general, when it's a straight question, you all are very on point. You all are able to quick to get it. So I think we need to work more on that, because I promise you, when you get to the next level, you are going to be expected to do that more. So I think that's what's going on with that one. Okay, so need everybody to log into your Schoology account. We're going to do our class activity for today. And it's very similar to the last activity we just did. So I'm going to give you a minute to log into your Schoology, and let me get this out here, exit full screen. Let me make it live for everybody. Excuse me. Give me 1 second here.
Once we're in there, where you want to go?
If you can go to module 8 for me, please.
I don't see 8. I see 7.
I don't have module 8.
I only see
Refresh,
7.
refresh, refresh.
All right, I got it.
Y'all refresh.
Yeah.
And where it says making conclusions, class activity, November 17th. Y'all see that? If you can
Yeah.
click on that, open in Cami. This is what you should see. If you look at my screen, this is what you should see.
I don't see your screen.
Move the camera.
Okay. I see my screen.
Does everybody see where I'm at? Make drawing conclusions. Everybody see that?
Yes.
Little brown girl on there, okay?
Yes.
So as I mentioned from last time, when we do class activities, we're going to do it in class, but if we don't have enough time, I still want you to pass it in. So right now, I want everybody to work on this activity. And when you're done, please turn it in. And we're going to go over it. Start now, please. Yep. If you're able to get into it, start it now.
Making conclusion.
Drawing conclusions. Yes. Class activity. You should have this on your screen. Does everybody see that?
Yeah, Ms. Calvin.
Alrighty. Gilbert, you okay? Alrighty. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Drawing conclusion.
Okay. Pat, you good? You got it? All right. Okay. Pat, you good? You got it?
It's loading.
All right. So get started. And when you're done, hit submit. And we're going to do it and we're going to go over it as a class. Does everybody have it on the screen now? Pat, you good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Give you all a couple minutes.
Can't wait to move. Oh my God, I can't wait to move.
If you are finished, you can turn it in. I'm going to give a couple more minutes. Gilbert, you all right? Kind of lounge it back like right over here. Like,
I just submitted, so just relaxing.
oh yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't know if I'm right, but
Confidence is key, Gilbert.
yes, but you know, I use my own words. I don't know if I'm using it is correct.
Okay. Okay. You didn't do the second page. There's 2 pages, guys.
It's 2 pages?
Yes, there's 2 pages.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. So you're jumping the gun.
Jumping
Read
the
it
gun.
carefully. So just resubmit it. There's 2 pages, my friends.
Okay.
How we get to the second part?
Scroll down.
I strolled down.
Get my teacher.
Give me a second. Get back in there. Get back in.
Get.
Yes, sir. Got it, Malik.
Thank you.
Okay. Did you resubmit, Gilbert?
That's some is I'm finishing off
Okay.
the rest.
Thank you, Pat.
But no, I didn't see but 1 page though.
I don't see anything on the first page. You need to scroll up. You didn't the first part. Resubmit that. You're missing the first page, not the second page. You must have scrolled
Did I
down.
do the first? Both of them submitted in?
I'm gonna check yours, Melissa.
I don't see but 1 page, Miss Caldwell.
Okay, missing one question on there. Some people are saying different things for the first question. Okay.
Oh, I missed the first
Uh,
question.
do you
I
find
put
it,
it in.
Pat?
No.
What's up there?
Pat, you still can't get the second page?
No. I missed the first question though. It
How
didn't.
about you share your screen? Share your screen real quick.
What time of the year
Are
it
you sharing your
is?
screen? Pat?
Yeah, but it's not coming up.
You're not sharing, huh?
I hit share, but
Because I'm not blocking it.
okay,
Oh,
there
here
you
we go.
go.
Okay. Okay, I got that. Scroll down.
The bus is race around
So you're
here.
missing one question, right? So it's just one that you're missing
Made
on the
an
first page.
Which one I'm missing? Because all three of mine is answered.
Scroll up top. Yeah, for some reason I didn't get that last part. If you can resubmit that. Okay, is everybody ready? Miss M?
And the last one, Miss Calvin. It's
Okay. What, Pat?
So that was it?
Yeah.
But you said it was 2 pages.
No, you scrolled up and down, so I saw both of them. It's just not, it's not reflecting on the
What
what
this
you
I
turned
take
in.
of expressing?
See if you can resubmit that, Pat, real quick.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, I'm hearing a lot of noise, so someone needs to put their mute on.
you see mine, Miss Calvin?
Let me just check.
Yeah.
Hold on. Refresh. Okay.
If you come
Yes,
like
ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss Caldwell,
Uh,
there's something going on with evidently it must be something going on with the software because
What's
it's
true?
like now I'm seeing 2 pages. And at first I wasn't seeing 2 pages.
yeah. Might be. Okay. Gilbert. Okay. Gilbert's still missing. So page 2 is still not answered from what I pulled out. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Okay. Let me see.
I finished the
this
last
one.
one.
Yeah. Okay. The next one has it.
I finished the last one.
Thank you.
I can't figure out the last one.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. All right. So let's go to the first one because some of y'all had a different answer for the first one. So we're going to go over that. Let me bring it on the screen. Okay, so let me bring up a blank one. Someone has their television on, they need to turn it off or put it on mute. If not, then I'll just put the mute on. Who has a TV in the background? Pat, because I'm about to put everybody on mute.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, everybody take your mute off because I was hearing the TV. Okay. All right. So first question. I'm going to bring on the screen. So who wants to read the passage and draw a conclusion?
Me, Miss Caldwell.
Okay, Miss M.
Okay. Preparations were set and the violinist was ready. Anxious faces stared at the clock, wondering exactly what was taking her so long. The groom fiddled his thumbs and combed his hair back nervously. Finally, the violinist began a sweet-sounding melody, and everyone rose in their seats.
So where are they?
Oh, at a wedding at the church.
And what made you how did you come to that conclusion? That they're at a wedding.
I got it wrong, boy.
It says that, where are we? To the church, anxious to steal the clock. Exactly what it was. Oh, when they said, wondering exactly what was taking her so long. That's the bride. And the groom fiddled his thumb and comb his hair. You were nervous. He was nervous.
Yes, yeah. you are correct. Now
he was nervous.
Yes. So what do the directions state you need to do? It says read each passage, then draw a conclusion about the story based on the details in the passage. Underline the hints the author gives in the passage. Did we do that?
No, I didn't get to underline.
No, nobody did. So it goes back to what I'm saying. Stop jumping so fast and read the instructions. So Miss M was correct. She gave the right hints or clues in the text to back up her statement that it was a wedding, which she's correct, because some of you put concert. Not quite sure where you got that from, but some of y'all said concert, and that was incorrect. It's wedding.
Wedding.
And Miss M told you what the clues were about the groom.
I didn't want to go groom, you know.
I put church.
Well, but the groom was a clue, so you need to underline that. So a groom could be at a church. But a groom is what? Is in what? A wedding, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you all had to draw a line. It says underline the hints. I know you all know how to underline now. We've been using Cameo for a while now. Some of you all are in fact, are so comfortable you all are starting writing text in different colors. Hint, hint. So anyway, so I know you all are comfortable with it. Okay. But you had to underline what they were. So on that first one, what would you underline? I'm going to do it for you. What would you underline?
Groom.
Yes. Ooh, my bad. Let me erase that. Okay. What else? What was another hint to back up? It was a wedding that Miss M just said. Anybody? Some of you all have your mute on.
The violinist.
Okay.
What was taking her so long?
Okay. Okay. No judgment on my lines. Sorry. So violinist groomed.
I got it wrong. I did wrong.
And the violinist, how about the sweet sound melody?
Yeah, yeah, sweet
Okay.
sound.
Yeah, that's why I said
melody.
violin.
I didn't hear you, Melissa. Thank you. Okay. All right. So that was a wedding. All right. Move on to the next one. Who wants to do it? Miss Malik.
Okay, my bags were ready, and the only thing left to pack were the food provisions. Who knew what we'll need, especially since my parents were coming too. They always brought enough food to feed an army. I checked at the lantern to make sure the batteries worked. That's a lamp.
Yes.
And I called Tempest to the car. I guess that's the dog. She wagged her tail happily. She was ready for her first overnight adventure in nature.
So what's this? Where are they going?
They're going on a camping trip, sound like.
That's correct. So it's a
Okay,
camping
okay.
trip.
Mm-hmm. And the underline would be right here would say packed with the food provisions. Food provision, packed with food provisions. They always brought enough food
Overnight.
for an army. Oh, and the batteries. Check the lantern to make sure the batteries work. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All righty. An overnight adventure in the net. That was the key one there. Overnight adventure in the nature.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see the one.
All right. Next one. Gilbert. Thank you, Malik.
Mm-hmm.
Gilbert.
Yes, miss.
You ready?
Maya wiped sweat from her brow and looked down at the script
Mm-hmm.
one last time. She had rehearsed every waking moment and knew she was prepared, but she couldn't help the this what,
Groaning.
groaning,
Mm-hmm.
groaning feelings in her stomach. Thoughts of doubt raced through her head, but she shoved them aside. She was ready. She walked on the stage left, determined to show them just how hard she had worked to get this right.
Okay. So what did she rehearse?
I said a skit, I don't know if I'm right.
What did he say?
I don't know.
A skit?
A skit.
Yeah, I don't know.
She rehearsed
Rehearse. I said a skit, but I don't
What did she
know.
rehearse?
yeah.
So a skit is what he's saying, like, like
Something you got, something
like
you got to act. You know, some performance you got to act as a
She
skit.
looked down at the script, her papers.
right.
Yes.
So she was
She
rehearsing her
rehearsed.
lines.
She rehearsed. Now, what I got was the waking moment. She rehearsed every waking moment.
I
and
have a poem.
Poem.
A
Okay.
poem?
How would you get a poem?
Because she had it written on a piece of paper, the script, and she was reading it, like memorizing it to say it on stage.
Okay. Teacher,
Yes.
Okay, I see where my mind went at, right? My mind went off.
Yeah, I'm not quite
My,
sure where you were going with that one. Yeah.
yeah, because I'm gonna tell you why my mind went off, right? Because when I look at it, it said what did she rehearse? It don't tell you what she really rehearsed.
Right.
Rehearsing. So I
But
said a skit.
but when it says she rehearsed every waking moment, that could be a play, that could be the script, the
Uh,
name of the script.
Or a skit, like Gilbert
or a
was
skit.
saying.
Yeah, that's why I said a skit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But
go
I
ahead.
mean, so every waking moment could be every time she woke up. I don't see you waking up every moment. That don't make sense. So to me, the name of the play, the name of the script that she rehearsed was called The Waking Moment.
No. Yeah, that's reaching. That's
Definitely is
reaching.
reaching.
So yeah, that was reaching. So for that one, let me just pull so show what I have here.
Ain't that what you want us to do? To reach?
What? But you need to you need to back it up. She was rehearsing for a performance. So
Okay.
it's kind of the same thing. What did she rehearse? She was rehearsing the performance, but that performance could be, that one's a little more vague. So it could have been a script or a skit that Gilbert was saying, or it could have been a poem, but those are a performance. So that one was a little tricky.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense, Mr. Malik? Not feeling it?
Yeah. But I mean, I mean, you got inference is pulling from your own thoughts, what you got from it.
But inference is you're pulling from right to back it up.
Yeah.
Drawing a conclusion is your
You're
own
drawing
words.
right,
Your
drawing your
words.
conclusion in your own words.
Right.
So
So it could have been a skit, like
it could
Gilbert
be a
was
skit.
saying. It was a
Yeah.
performance. So technically, that was a specific performance. So technically, Gilbert wasn't wrong.
No, I didn't say it
That
was
was the
wrong.
conclusion.
I
Right.
didn't say it was wrong, but I'm saying was I
Right.
wrong? Was I wrong? Technically.
I forgot what you said because everybody was talking.
Oh, what I said was that what I was explaining because technically it didn't seem like I was wrong even when I put that she rehearsed the
A poem
every,
like Miss M saying, because Miss M was
a
that's
poem saying
performance
yeah.
too.
Name of the poem is Every Waking Moment.
No. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so what does it mean about every waking moment? I just curious.
that was what she was doing. That was what she was like physically doing. She was doing it, she was working every moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that she's doing to prepare herself for the
That language kind of tricky. Every waking moment. I thought
yeah,
it said
that's
she rehearsed every waking moment. So if you ask me what did she rehearse, she rehearsed every waking moment.
mm,
That's the name of the whatever she rehearsed. It was called Waking
yeah.
Every Moment.
No, not in this case.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
not not
Okay.
okay.
We'll
No,
let that go.
pretty much. All right. So okay, so on to the next one. Melissa, want to do the next one? We're doing the buses.
She's on mute.
No, she got it.
The buses raced around the neighborhood. They made an unfortunately sound after the long, I can't pronounce
Blistering.
that word. Huh?
Blistering.
Blistering hot summer. The bustle
Bustle.
of kids with their shiny new backpacks put smiles on parents' faces. The nerves
Nervous.
chatter at the
Chatter.
bus stop. Chatter at the bus stop.
Chatter.
Erase soon some of the tension of the new adventure.
So what time of year is it?
School.
School what?
The beginning of school year.
There you go. There you go. That's what I was searching for, sister. The beginning of school. Yes. So how we disappointed was the beginning of the school year.
Shiny new backpacks.
Yeah.
And parents have smiles on their face. They try to get rid of their kids.
That's where it was. Yes.
Just like I am.
Yeah.
That's tricky too.
Nope, it's not.
Tricky to me.
That's Biggest Day. You know the parents are trying to get rid of their kids.
Yeah,
And
but
you see it every year.
yeah, but it
After
said
the
what
summer.
time? Yeah, but it said what time of school? What time of year is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time of year is it? It's summer.
No, but it says
They already
after
mentioned the summer.
the long, blistering
the
hot
kids had
summer.
to get their new book bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's
Everybody
wrong.
new book
I'm not saying it's
bags.
wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm saying the time of the year is summer too.
Yeah, but we
You
start
know,
school in the late summer. You know that.
No, I'm not saying school is wrong. I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
But it can't be number one answer.
pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It
what I
was
underline
the book,
supports
it was
it.
the book bag and the parents being happy because that's
Yes.
every year you see that. The
Yes.
kids get brand new stuff. Between July and August, you notice they put out the brand new book bags, the brand new clothes, all that stuff. And then you
Alright.
know that parents is so excited to get the hell out.
Okay. Thank you
Get
for the
out.
elaboration. Thank you, Melissa.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Who
Time for
wants to do the
school, get
last
out.
one? True. Who wants to do the last one?
It's this one.
You want to do it, Melissa, Miss M?
No, I said I missed this one. I didn't see this one. I did two.
Who wants to do it?
I'll do it if nobody else do it. Because I already did one.
Yeah, but I think everybody, because Monique's not here. I know that Pat did the
Pat
did the other one. Yeah.
Oh, Pat already did one?
She did one on the top part.
Okay, I'll do it then.
Yeah.
Okay. Go back down.
Did Pat do this one? No, she didn't.
I don't remember Pat doing one though.
Yes, she did. She did the one for the camping trip.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Malik. Mr.
All
Malik.
right. Santango determined that he was going to have a blast, even if he didn't know anyone. He stood at the front door and took a deep breath. Early this morning, he wrapped his gift in superhero wrapping paper and was sure his cousin would love it. What he doubted was whether anyone else would. Pull it up. Anyone else would. Let me move this.
Anyone else?
Anyone
would
else
think the
would
present
think
was
the
cool.
present was cool.
Uh-huh.
Now my camera was blocking it.
Okay.
He straightened his shoulders and rang the doorbell. He guessed he would find out soon enough. Why does Santango have a present? Why did he have a present? I put for his cousin, to give to his cousin.
What kind of person will have a present? That's the thing.
No, but why did he have a present? What was it? Why did he have a present?
So I didn't know whether it was for his birthday or what.
Well, could that be the case?
Yeah, I guess his birthday or.
So what does everybody think? Does everybody think it's a birthday?
I think it's a birthday.
Why do you think it's a birthday? What's supporting that?
He wrapped his gift in a superhero wrapping paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably, it ain't like Christmas.
Right. But that was the biggest one right there. Wrapping paper, and he was sure his cousin would love it.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's making an assumption for his birthday that he's going to love the gift that he just wrapped up for him in that superhero paper. Right?
Right. And then it said something about friends. Did it say something about friends? Have a blast, even if didn't know anyone else.
Right. He doubted anyone else would like the gift.
Right.
It said he was going to have a blast.
I don't know.
No,
he straightened his shoulder and rang the bell. He guessed he would find out soon enough if he liked the gift. I think. Okay. So it was a birthday.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense there?
Yep.
Yes,
Do you have it there? All right.
I kind of got that a little bit confused for a minute until I realized that you don't give out superheroes no Christmas present.
Right.
Right.
That kind of got me
Well,
a
there could
little
have been some other
confused for a
clues there to
minute.
say it was Christmas, though, like nice lights on a tree
Yeah.
and presents underneath the tree,
Mhm.
right? That should tell you it's Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it doesn't say that. He's
No,
outside
it
the door
doesn't.
trying to get in.
That's why we know it wasn't Christmas.
Right. All right. Okay. So,
I guess the whole thing is, from what I'm gathering,
mhm.
is being able to think more. Think.
Yep.
Well,
Looking
and
for
that's
birds.
Thinks and using and coming to logical conclusions in your thinking.
yes, but
Something that makes sense. Something that's
right. But we
making
also
sense out
need
of
to,
something.
but we also need to read instructions. Okay.
Yeah.
None of us read the instructions. We all just jumped
Right.
in.
Right.
It's also said to underline to back up your
Right.
conclusion or your inference, okay? So we
Mhm.
really need to be careful about reading instructions, whether it's a class activity or your homework assignment.
Or anything in life.
Pretty much. So, because I'm going to
That
start,
little girl got
marking points off for not either reading the instructions, because you need to get used to this. Because when you have tests, you need to read the instruction, right? Is that where you can get the material, right? Correct?
Right.
Correct.
So let's not be so hasty, and let's not be such in a rush to not everything is timed. This was a class activity.
Well, see now, okay. We have to think about time, you told us.
True, but that was not, but we were doing a class assignment. This is something we do together.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes you'll say, okay, you got 1 minute,
Matthew, your girlfriend's
and
playing
it's
outside.
True,
like
you
you
had,
be
but in this
rushing.
case,
It's like you
well,
be
this is a
rushing.
class assignment, so you only have so much in this class. You only have so much time. So,
Right.
I
So
mean, but you can't use it as an excuse.
I'm
That's
not
why you
using
still
that.
need to
Well,
write.
you're right. You're
No.
definitely right. I'm not making no excuses.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just saying.
even if I asked you to do it in 5 minutes, you still should read the instructions.
You're right. You're definitely right.
So no, yeah. Think about that.
There's no excuse for me not to read the instructions. No.
I failed to read the
No,
instructions.
That's no
definitely.
excuse for anybody, really.
But I was saying that's where the rushing was coming from, though. But
Okay.
still,
Well.
we still got to read the instructions. That don't give you a
Yes.
chance not to read the instructions.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
But when you rush, you make mistakes too. You don't see everything.
Sometimes.
Okay. Most of the time.
No. Maybe you're speaking for yourself. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So pretty much. So going over homework. So I'm going to share the screen. So make sure everybody's clear. So for this week, as I mentioned before, we're going to need to move along with the book.
Who's sharing the screen?
I am. You all can see it?
Yeah.
Yes, miss.
Okay.
Yeah. Move your camera. Okay. So for this week, we're moving on with the chapters. I know that some people already read some of the chapters ahead of time, and that's fine because I know I didn't say everybody now. I know Pat mentioned it, so that's fine. So chapter 7 actually is pretty good. Chapter 7 is a good chapter. Anyhow, so after you finish, you have until November 23rd. That's next Monday. I always have that deadline to finish chapter 7 and complete the test.
Wait a minute, teacher.
Yes, sir. You all just finished 6 and you passed in 6. I saw you all passing the test.
Oh, that was 6. Oh,
that was 6. We need to get this going. Our next chapter is 7 now.
Okay.
So you have until Monday to complete 7 and do the quiz.
Okay.
Independent study. So when is your IXL? I only did 1 star, but there's quite a few. It's a good workout, if you will, on several different about concluding sentences, about what we're talking about today, about making conclusions.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I can check when you're on it. So please try to complete that. that star. It's only one star. Says complete the recommended star, choose the best concluding sentence. That is the title of that star. So when you log into your IXL account, it should be the first star listed. That is mine. Because I noticed that some of y'all, when I logged into IXL, some of y'all have other stars there for your math class. But mine is that's the title of my star is choose the best concluding sentence.
Okay.
So that's how you know that one's mine.
So you don't go into reading or language art or nothing like that.
That
You
is
go on
language art,
IXL.
but it's on the subject that we just discussed today.
No, I'm saying when you go into IXL, it tell you. So I'm saying when you go into IXL.
No, you click on your recommendations, teacher recommendations, and it's right there, sitting there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Does everybody know what I'm talking about?
Can you go on it? Can you show me? Can you go on it now? Can you pull it up now?
Okay.
I don't want to say I do and then doggone it. I wish I would have asked you.
Okay, let me get into that. Oh, it wasn't in there.
Yep.
Okay. So when you log into your account, hold on a second, let me share the screen. There's the screen recommendations. So you have 5, says suggested by your teacher. You're the first one, Malik.
Mm-hmm.
When you click on your 5 skills, mine's the first one.
Oh, okay.
Choose the best concluding sentence. That's the one you click on.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's the questions.
Oh, okay.
So work it out.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense, everybody? Pat, everybody good? Miss M? Oh, I heard that yawn.
Excuse me.
It's contagious, I tell you.
Okay. About to do it myself. Good Lord. All right.
I don't know why yawning becomes so contagious.
Okay, so going back to the activities. So going back, so again, start reading chapter 7. And the quiz is due on Monday at 5 o'clock. You everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Start working on the IXL about drawing conclusions, which we covered today. And you have a homework assignment right here. The last thing on the list here, making inferences. And that's due when?
November the 19th.
Which is what?
Thursday.
Yes, sir.
And when is the quiz for the Rolling Thunder? That's 23rd.
Yep.
Everything is due on Monday. Oh, nope.
Nope.
Monday,
One is due
Tuesday, and
Wait a
Thursday.
minute. Today's the 9th? No. One is due the 19th and the other one's due Monday. The other two is due Monday.
So get started on reading chapter 7. I know it's a big chapter.
7.
Yeah, that's
IXL is due Monday, and making inferences are due Thursday.
Because chapter 7 is a big chapter, so you have a couple of days to finish that, complete it, and do your quiz. The same with the IXL. There's quite a few exercises within that one star.
Okay, but
Okay.
Monday the 23rd. Both of those due Monday the 23rd.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But what's due now is the 17th and the 19th.
Right. Well, the 17th we just did in class.
Well, what's the day?
Today's the 17th.
Oh,
We just did that in class.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was our class activity.
Okay. So we don't have to do that one.
No, because we did it in class.
Okay.
Class activity.
You still have the inference. You still have the homework, independent study one.
19th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, we good?
Yeah.
Good so far, miss.
All right. So you all have a good night, and I will see you on Thursday. So you have some, because chapter 7 is a big chapter. So definitely get on that sooner than later. Just
So
saying.
you recommend that start reading that now?
I would. It's a big chapter.
Okay.
Get chapter by.
So I don't want you all saying you didn't give me enough time. I don't want to hear that. You have plenty of time.
Okay.
Make me nervous, miss.
Actually, you know what's a really good chapter?
Before I make you do my reading work.
It's a good
Be
chapter.
quiet before I make you do my reading work.
Bye.
You too.
Alrighty then. And on that note,
You gotta do your homework,
so are we all good? Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, Miss Carter.
All right. Well, you all have a good night,
night to
and
the
I will
class.
see you on Thursday. Yes, I will see you on
Yes, Miss
Thursday.
Carter. Okay, Miss Carter, you too.
Thursday is the what? The 20?
The 19th?
Thursday the 19th?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, see you then.
All right. Good night, y'all.
All right, good
Good
night. Hey,
night.
when were we out of school? For the Thanksgiving?
That's a
The
good
day
question.
before?
25th.
The 25th?
Yeah. So
Yes.
we're still gonna meet on Tuesday, next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good question.
Thank you.
All right, y'all.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
All right.